Hello everybody, this is Anna-Marie from Not So Many Album Templates, and I'm here to show you a different way of covering the suitcase that I did with the album inside. Now there seems to be confusion because a couple of months ago I did the same thing where I have put the whole thing, the bottom and the top together, and then covered it, and I showed it in my classes in another way, or an easier way. So I want to clarify it. This is the way I'm doing it, and let's get it done. I have been using the Art Studio papers. These are only a few that I've got left, and it's the travel range of them. I just want to show you quickly. This is how the suitcase looks inside. On the inside you have a pocket and a smaller pocket, and you can put pamphlets and photos in here, and on the bottom is the album. The album consists, and on the inner side I've just left it at the craft color because it blends in with the rest of my suitcase. So this is the album that I've made with a pocket here like this, with inserts all the way, and I have used, where I could use, and I think it's the whole album, is only the South African side of the paper. You get South African, and on the other side you get Saudi Arabia, Angola, Turkey, Egypt. I think it's maybe one or two pages that I had to do the other pages as well, or the back side. This is how it's done. Another pocket, another window, and the back side of it. This is how it is, and let's start with the suitcase there. For the top part I have used, this is a must. You use 160 or 170 gram craft cardstock, not more than that. I found in the past that it cracks and you have to do everything all over again. So what I did with this for the top is, or let's just go through the chipboard that you get when you buy the templates from me. This and this, you get a lot of grey line, but I normally put elastic around it, where I say this is, say for instance, your, let me just get something to write. This is your album, and this is the best way to mark it, and this is your album spine. Put it aside, because you can see it's the same size. It is not the same as the rest, so you can see this is your album with your album spine. The next is a set of thinner chipboard that you get. This is that you use on the inside of your suitcase. This is on this side of your suitcase. This, you must not confuse yourself and use this on the suitcase bottom, because it's not meant for the suitcase bottom. So you'll also see that it is quite thinner See, this one is a thicker one, this one is a thinner one. So you'll see, and it's got a different color to it as well, but it's thinner than the rest. So this is for the album inside, and put it aside. Okay, the next one is there's also 4 pieces. You'll see it's 2 long pieces and 2 shorter pieces. This is the album top. Not the album, the suitcase top. And this is the suitcase bottom. I write it like that, and then I know. There's 2 of those, the bigger ones. This is the suitcase top, and this is the suitcase bottom. So I take my one set of templates and I put it aside, and I'm only going to work on the top at this stage in time. Now, if you are lucky enough to get this paper in a bigger size, then you can use it, but where I am, I can only find A4, so this is what I'm using. What I do is I put it together with double-sided tape. And then the third one I put together on the top, as in here. It's too, my screen is too small to show you, but I'd say in the middle, more or less. Just check it by the eye. Then you put that on. Just want to get my dustbin closer. And put it in just more or less at the top. Now you'll also see that there's I say there's a nice side to it, and then there's an ugly side to it. When you cover your album, your ugly side is towards you, or you cover your suitcase template. This is just too small to allow us to cover the whole thing, because I want it to fold over. So what I normally do is like this. Check it out. And this, where you have added the next A4, should be more or less in the middle. Then you know nobody's going to see it, and it's not going to harm anyone. So what I do is, and then at the bottom here, I will add that one. But just like I say, I can see more or less where my pieces must be, and I take them away and I draw myself a line. If you're working with a craft cardstock, it allows you to work with wet glue. The other cardstock I'm not so sure about, especially the white ones that I'm using. I am not 100% For that I'll rather use dry glue. But wet glue, I'm just going to put it down and give it a swiggle or two. And I always have dry wet wipes so that I can put it down properly. The next one is, it doesn't matter which one you add first. I start where I feel I start. This one, it is very important, this next step that I show you. Some people put it there. It's not right, ladies. You must put it against your back, bottom, and put it down, like so. There must not be a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 of an inch or whatever the case may be. If you have it like that, it's not going to work. But if you have it too close to that, it's going to crack. So you must just get it next to it and let it go. It will find its own way then. But make sure that it's there and it won't crack. I don't know how else to describe it to you. Yes, you can use a shim. I have got a shim, but sometimes I feel the shim is too thick. Let's use the shim. See? If I use the shim, it's going to go there, and it's too much for me. You'll have too much excess paper then. I'd say 1/16 of an inch, or in centimeters, say 3 on the most you must have on this side. Okay, the next one. And the last one. Now I turn my paper over, everything is set, and I use my burnishing tool and I clean it, flatten it. Right, turn it back. Now I don't need this much paper on the sides. The only place that I'm okay with is the bottom side here. So I'm going to cut at least 3/4 of an inch off on the sides. on all the sides. All 3 sides. Okay. Now, and I haven't done a great job on having it straight. I see that now. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, and I always do it the same way. Yeah, there's no easy way out here. I take my ruler and I draw my lines here and here and here and here, so that I don't know what I'm going to do here. Otherwise you get confused and you do it the wrong way and it's a big whop up. Because what we're going to do now is, I'll show you, we're going to cut some pieces off here. Now, this and this and this is what we're going to cut off. So, that, and that we're going to cut off. Okay? Same with the rest of them. I so confused myself again. Let me use my cutting knife. I'm so used to this. I mean the cutting knife. Okay. On the long sides here, this is where I'm just going to go right next to my chipboard and I'm going to cut a line in. The same this side, the same this side, and the same this side. Okay, now I've got it like this. So what I'm first going to do is teach my paper how to fold over and burnish. We might just go for a slight angle on these corners here, which is not necessary, but yeah, go for it, do it. If I remember correctly, that's exactly what I did with the glasses as well. So let's do it. Okay, then we fold this over. And we burnish it. We fold this over. And we burnish. All four sides. And the last one. This is full of glue. One do not realize how much glue you put out if you squeeze that bottle. Okay, the next step is to fold this up and close it like that. So yes, I'm going to take my glue, fold it up, and take my clip and clip it. Let me just get more clips. Oh, you know what I forgot? To insert some glue on the sides here. So this is what I normally do, is I take my bottle with my smaller tip and I just take some glue and insert it there. Not too much. And clip it. Okay. Make sure that you take off the excess. I think I can put a little bit in here. Ooh. not the end of the world. Okay, now I can sort of do the two together. And there is your top. As you can see, I have got a little bit of excess double-sided tape here. What I then do is I'll take some baby powder, I'll just rub it all over. Not that will bother me, because I'm going to put patterned paper on this side. And there's your top of your suitcase. Now this is exactly the way that you're going to do the bottom, but the only difference is when you do the bottom, you will not have enough paper if you cover your bottom the way we did it now. The reason being is that your let me just get it. These are much broader, so it needs more paper. So what I've done is, what you do is you add your double side, your 2 pages together like this, and then 2 pages above them as well, so that this is actually in the middle of this, if you understand what I'm saying. I hope so. And your marks are in the middle there as well, and in the middle of your side pieces as well. Otherwise you will not get everything out. So I'm going to do this one and then I'll be back. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned something, and this clarifies the confusion that was happening with regards to the suitcase templates. And I'm going to work on it right now and I'll be back. Thank you and bye bye.